Good morning. Welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. If you're a follower of my channel, you know I haven't posted a video in probably 4 or 5 weeks. Now, first of all, let me give you a little introduction. My name is Walter. I am an antiques dealer, or I try to be an antiques dealer. I buy and sell collectibles, antiques, jewelry, anything I like that's unusual, weird, and hope to sell it for a profit. I have a little shop based in South Wales, United Kingdom, little mining town. My own website, AntiquesArena.com, and my own eBay, AntiquesArena Clearance. So the purpose of today's video is a bit of an update vlog, and I've got a haul to show you. I've actually been back to car boot sales. Now, as you're aware, I've been unwell, and I'm still not right now, but I am 1,000 times better than what I've been. First of all, I want to thank everybody who've messaged me asking how I am and checking up. And I've had a lot of texts and messages and emails. Honestly, I can't thank you enough. I really can't. A basic of what's happened started off with what the doctor presumed was a sinus infection, give me antibiotics, because I've been having cluster headaches or migraines, but not coming and going. It's been a solid constant for about 7 weeks, 6, 7 weeks. And it didn't matter what painkillers they give me, they couldn't subside the migraine and just couldn't function. So the antibiotics didn't do the job. They took me off tablets, tried that, they tried other things. It's been, as I said, about 6, 7 weeks. The migraine has actually subsided for now. I've still got headaches, but the migraine has gone a minute. And I've been so run down and weak and tired and fatigued and lethargic with it that I just haven't wanted to do anything. Even the shop, I've been managing to work at the shop 2, 3, 4 half days a week. That's all I've been managing for the last sort of month, and doing a bit of listing on the website, but I haven't been able to film. I don't think you wanted to see me filming with tramadol and all the rest of it in my system. So where we're at now is, at the moment, we're on hold to see if the migraines return or whether I can just manage with managing headaches. A head scan has been arranged. However, it may be cancelled if the migraines don't return. So we'll see where we go from there. As I've said, I'm not 100% yet, but I am back at the car boot sales. I'm back picking up stock. I'm back in the shop working. So I'm going to try and do 1 or 2 videos a week until I'm back fully functional. I went to a car boot sale last Sunday, and I've been to a car boot sales again this weekend. Done some selling and some buying, so I must be on the mend a little. So, and I've got 2 or 3 massive hauls. I'm going to split them up into 2 videos this week. I will say I got really annoyed Saturday in Cardiff this week. There was two of us at the table, myself and another gentleman. He picks up a black box full of jewelry. I pick up a pink box full of jewelry. I'm going through the box I'm in. He quickly rummaged through his, put it down. Next thing you know, the stall owner comes in, takes a box out of the box I was rummaging through, and hands it to him, and hands him what appears to be a gold sovereign, coin ring, and other gold rings. And I was tamping, she charged him £1 each. I don't normally care, but when it was in my hand, and then got taken out of my hand and given to someone else, broke my heart. Personally, I don't do that. If somebody's there going through a box, I certainly wouldn't ask for something out of the box. I walk away, come back when they've had their look. But that's how it goes to car boot sales, I guess. I've got a couple of interesting pieces I did manage to pick up. I've spent a little bit of money, and I tell you what, I didn't go because I felt I had to go. And I am not filming because I feel I have to. I'm filming and going back to the boot sales because it's driving me nuts not going. We've got all this beautiful weather, and I thought I just got to get back out and try and get back into it. So I make the films as and when I can. So that's the health update. So I'm going to make a start on showing you some of the haul. And I'm going to start off with one piece that cheered me up a little after losing the gold in Cardiff. And it is this. So I know some of you will know what it is, but a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, it's a decanter missing a stopper. but it's not. This is a carafe, a wine carafe. It would never have had a stopper. It holds between 1.5 and 2 bottles of wine, but ideally you'd put 1 bottle in and it'd allow it to breathe. It's got a triple annulated nope here, so almost like a triple neck ring, but it's an annulated nope. It's got a very, very large, ground out and polished smooth pontil mark. I'm hoping you can see the wear on here now and look for the best bit. If I can zoom in sort of there, can you see all that beautiful original wear? Now, one thing you've got to be careful of with drinking glasses, decanters, bottles, is that a less honest dealer will go outside and use a wall and just scrape them back and forth like that. Genuine, authentic wear, if you can imagine, it's been picked up, put down, picked up, put down, not the same direction, not the same depth for 200 years and so forth. Because that's how old this is. This is 200-year-old. This dates to late Georgian to Regency, 1820. It's a wine carafe. It's English lead glass, and it is spectacular. And it cost me £2. Now, I done a little Googling, and I found the identical piece sold by Eric Knowles. If you want to search for it, it's under Georgian Regency wine carafe circa 1820. And you'll see that his was a smaller version and sold for £120. Mine's got an extra inch on it, which makes the difference. An extra inch up also means this bulbous or globus body is a little larger. So spectacular piece, wine carafe, and for £2, it's already listed on the website, and I think that cheered me up a little on the day. But a 200-year-old carafe from a car boot sale for £2. And believe it or not, the dealers were all walking past it on the table, nobody giving it a second thought. So that was a bit of luck. On the same table for 50p, I also purchased this. Now, I don't often buy Victorian sweetmeats. That's what this will be. I'm assuming it's a sweetmeat glass. Again, it's got a large ground out pontil. What I mean by that is when they snap it off the rod, they grind it out and then polish it smooth so you can't see it. Tons of authentic wear again. You can see it coming around the edge. Now, what I loved about this is this baluster nope. It's got 2 big ball nopes, almost like a baluster stem. Lovely styrations. Nice sound. Now, this one is mid-19th century, so about 160, 170-year-old, and it is a Victorian sweetmeat, and that was 50p. I just couldn't leave it there. A lot of the time, I won't buy the sweetmeats because there were so many of them made. They're just not worth your time. But that stem, I don't think I've ever seen a stem like that on a sweetmeat. So yeah, 50p. Again, already been listed. Same stall as the 2 glass pieces was this English pottery. So produced by Royal Dalton of England. And we have a charger. I can't remember. I think it's about 13.5 inches, something like that. The pattern is Rustic England and produced by Royal Dalton in 1939. Now, how do I know all that? Everything is there on the back. The pattern, the company, everything. You got Royal Dalton of England, Rustic pattern. Quick Google tells me that it's made in 1939. It's in lovely condition. And chargers are a lot more desirable than a plate. A lot more desirable. And this one cost me £5 sterling. Do you know what I haven't been doing? I haven't been putting the dollar rate in. I am sorry. The craft at £2 would be about $3, $3.50, $1 for the sweetmeat, and about $7.50, £5 sterling for this charger. The sweetmeat is probably worth £25 to £30 sterling, $45, $50. This one, I've actually found the identical one for sale on Etsy at $85. So you work that out to about $120, $130. So I've gone in a little less at about, I think it's 70, 75 I went in at. And we'll wait to see what offers I get. But a beautiful, beautiful thing. If I do forget to give the dollar exchange rate on something, it's normally about 1.5 times the sterling. So 70, 75 pound is about $105, $110. I'm asking for the Royal Dalton charger in good condition, rustic pattern. You got this beautiful thatched cottage here. It's just a real nice charger. Where do I go next? Next, we have a sort of dual purpose lot, a double lot, if you like. I first of all purchased this crested ware tank. Now, I don't buy crested ware. 99 out of 100 pieces of crested ware are worth 50 pence or less. You get the odd piece of crested ware that's worth 20 quid, 30 quid, sometimes even up 100, 150 pounds. But it has to be something seriously rare and desirable. I purchased this because it was a tank. I slightly overpaid for it, but as a job parcel, it's okay. I paid £13 for the pair, which works out at about $18, $20. So first of all, we have this model of a British tank. Clearly states there. We have this Llansteffan is the memorial on the front or the crest, and that'll be hand painted on. It's not always, sometimes it's transfer. The pattern, the company who made it is Tudor, and it has a registration number of 658588, which will date it somewhere around 1910. Something like that. So, what can I say? If you look on eBay, some people are asking £40 sterling, $60, all the way down to a tenner, $15. But I liked it. It's a tank. I bought it because it's a tank, not because it was the crested way. But it's a job parcel with the next piece. You have to excuse the sniffing. My allergies are terrible. We're in a hay fever season. Okay, so next piece. That tells you everything you need to know. We have a Hornby Dublo ED3 junction signal for upper quadrant made by Meccano Liverpool, which is in England. And we have a die-cast signal. Now, this is an electrically operated signal or manual. So you can actually connect it into your electrics and have it work electrically, or you can manually do it. Now, this is literally mint in the box, never been used by the looks of it. And again, they come in with the £13. Again, I've searched eBay, and again, they range from sort of £15, $20, all the way up to sort of £30, which is about $45. So, but a little bit of railway honor, if you like, trains, toy trains, not, real trains. Next piece owes me a whole £1, $1.50. We have a Samson microphone. Vintage microphone. Now, this one is probably going to go out for spares or repairs. It's a little rough. It really is. I'm under no illusions, but some of these microphones can pull hundreds of pounds. I'm going to actually list this one on eBay as spares or repairs. I have no idea if it works. Everything's here. But I tell you what, if you've got a mint version of one of these that's missing a knob or something like that, it's worth a fortune to you to make a perfect one. Or you can put a bit of work into this and get this one right. I would think, I haven't Googled it, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's still in this condition, this rough looking condition, 20 or 30 pounds sterling, $40, $45. It's a Samson G-Track. But either way, for £1, I wasn't going to leave it behind. But yeah, this one's going to go on eBay just for a bit of interest. So far, the other pieces are all already listed on the website. I've got a couple of pieces by here for the shop to show you. First of all, I had this overlaid cut glass or cut crystal bowl, probably a sugar bowl. It's certainly not an ashtray. If it was an ashtray, it'd have little lips here to place the cigarette on. So this is a bowl. It possibly would have had a lid or cover. However, I have a lady that comes in the shop, absolutely obsessed with cobalt blue, and she'll buy that as a little sugar bowl for in her kitchen. And the process of doing this is basically they'll make their piece in clear glass, cover it in another flashed overlay of different color, in this case blue, and then cut it back to reveal the clear pattern. So 2 layers of glass, if you like, and then cut through to give you the pattern. Most of the time it's Bohemian, but you can get Waterford and other companies that do it. And it does pull good money, but it was £1 again, and this one's going to go in the shop here for probably £8 to £10, $12 to $15, just as a pretty bit of overlaid crystal. Because it's still, if you try to buy something like that from a shop, even if it was just the bowl, you're talking, it's quite a lot of work and things gone into it. Next, we have a modern stationery box. This is a perfect little walk out the door shop piece again. It's got a lockable catch, so you lift that up and open it. So you've got a nice brass catch at the front with a lock. And it's just a stationery box and drawer. It's in pretty good condition, good order. It cost me £5 sterling, $7.50, give or take. And I just thought it was a pretty little thing to have in the shop as a little walk out the door piece. I like little curios or usable walk out the door pieces that are cheap enough. Someone can come into the shop here, see that priced up at probably £15 or £20 sterling, and go from there. So about $30, $35. This is one of my internet buys. We have a 1981 Thomas & Williams Welsh miner's lamp from Aberdeen, which is 2 miles that way. Number 86013, so a nice early-ish number. So in 1981, so it's already got 40 years on there. And it's in good condition. Got its gauze inside as well, which is quite important. It's got all the stamp here. That I purchased off eBay for £15 sterling, $20. Purchased it off eBay. And yet you can go on eBay and buy that, and I buy it now for like £15, and then the next person next to it is selling it for £80 or £90. So that's not listed yet, but that'll be up on the website this week. I purchased another spares or repairs piece. We have a Swiss Emperor pocket watch. I purchased this pretty much in the dark. I was hoping it was gold, rolled gold, but there's no marks on this. It's probably just a gold-plated version. It's also missing, if you look there on the second dial, the hand that goes around. So this is going to be sold for spares or repairs. We have a little Swiss pocket watch. I paid £5 sterling, $7.50. It's nothing. It's a double or treble my money there, no problem whatsoever. And I've got a man that comes in the shop here who likes watches and tinkering with watches. And to be honest with you, I could even say to him, have it for a tenner and just have it for parts. So a profit's a profit, and if you can double your money on everything, you're doing well. Where do I go next? I still got quite a bit to show you, actually. As you know, I love Oriental art, especially Chinese. I've been doing a lot of research on there, and I purchased this brass dish. Now, first things first, it's actually stamped in the back here, made in China. So a lot of you would see made in China and you'd run away. But what you don't realize is things were stamped, let's say for argument's sake, China. It would have China on it from 1890, and from 1910, it would have made in China. This piece probably dates to about 1910, 1920. It's got a sort of reign or character mark in the casting as well. There'll no doubt be a Ming mark, but it is probably it is a Ming mark. I can't quite read it. It's obviously not a Ming plate, but they always put earlier marks on there. But this one was of particularly nice quality. You got all these beautiful clouds. You got the dragons running around the sides, chasing the pearl. You got the dragon in the center, and it's a good weight. And it's not just that; it's deep engraved as well. A lot of times, this is so shallow, cleaning over the years. I've took a lot of the pattern away. This is a good weight. You can see just the quality of the piece. It's just a nice thing. So you're talking, it's about 100-year-old, give or take now. So it is an antique. Even though it's got made in China on the back, it is still an antique. And this cost me £2 or $3. And people were putting it down because it's had made in China on the back. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be an 18th century piece when it got made in China on it, but at the same time, it can still be an antique. These I love. They're something and nothing, really, but I absolutely loved them. They're a pair of goblets. They are signed Royal Briley. I haven't bothered to look the pattern up yet. I've done nothing with them. But I tell you what, these would hold a quarter of a bottle of wine in one go. Excuse me, hay fever going nuts. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, heavy crystal goblets by Royal Briley. They were 50p each. I couldn't leave them there. Signed, lovely condition. I tell you what, they're about 300-400 grams a glass, if not more. Maybe close to half a kilo of glass. Real good quality. They may end up on the website. They're good quality wine goblets or water goblets, whatever you want. That sound beautiful. Only a pair. If I had 6 of those, they'd have been definitely on the website. Good money. Okay, so we've all seen plenty of little 6-inch brass cannons. You know, we probably see hundreds of these a day when we're out buying, but I still pick them up. I know. I need 2 hands to hold it up. It's too heavy. It's 18 inches, 2 foot long, weighs a ton. I bought it off trade, so I have paid a bit of money for it. I'm coming in for nothing. This one cost me £50 sterling, $75 I paid. Weighs close probably to 5 kilos. It's real heavy. Good, heavy, solid cast brass. Look at the hammered over nuts holding the wheels on. Look at the difference in the barrels. That's a normal 6-inch cannon compared to what I got here. No, I can probably, hang on. I can put it inside it. Such a decorative, big, beautiful thing. Real good quality, it really is. It's got some good age. This is an early 20th century one. And I would think, you know, next to a fireplace or something like that, you know, if I'd had a pair of them, oh God, wouldn't that have been nice? But as a single, you know, that is still really, really nice. I've seen quite a few. In fact, I've got a few of these identical looking, but a smaller version, thinner brass and slightly smaller. But this is probably the largest example of this type I've seen. Paid £50 for it, which is quite a lot of money. I put my money where my mouth is. But it's an easy double up, I think. And if you want something real standout that just goes, oh my God, look at the size of me, I'm just impressive, next to your fire, you ain't going to find much better. This one is what I took out of the shop here, just to show you the size comparison. I didn't actually purchase this one with it. Next piece we have is a little bit of Royal Albert. Old Country Roses again. And this is a gift box. As you can see, never used. 2002 Royal Albert trademark. How do I know that's all on the bottom? And this is gift waste sets. And it's model number 14467, so that'll determine what's in the actual set. So a nice little set. You got a pen tray, and a couple of trinket pots of some description. Now I paid £12 sterling, or about $18. And I have had a look, and they are pulling reasonable money, so £40, £50 for gift set, or asking that at least. I'll give this the offer to my Royal Albert buyer, but failing that, this will end up on the website for probably about £30, something like that, so about $40, $45. So a nice mint condition, never used box set of Royal Albert. Next piece we're going to show you is a little bit of art glass. It's cased, so you got this mottled finish and then cased in clear glass. It's got the original label on the base. That label actually reads Wedgewood, England. So this is Wedgewood glass. It cost me £2, $3 for a piece of vintage Wedgewood glass bird paperweight. It's a no-brainer. Being Wedgewood. It's nothing that I get excited about, but it's still a real good piece. I also had a little, I would think maybe a studio pottery whistle shaped as a bird. So it is literally a bird whistle. I haven't had one of these for quite some time. I paid £3 or $4.50 for it. In good condition, you know, it's a nice little thing. They don't turn up that often. There's plenty of them on eBay, but this has got a little bit of age to it, and it's quite pleasant. That'll probably be a little shop curio again in the cabinet. I was sat down in Splot, just drowning my sorrows with a canned Diet Pepsi at the burger van, and one of my friends come across, or one of the dealers I knew in Splot, two of them actually come across to show bits to me to see if I was interested. And what did I purchase? I purchased these three. Now they owe me £50 sterling, $75. Now what do we have here? Let's start off. We have a Parker propelling pencil, USA, gold filled, blue mottled finish. And this one is stamped September 5th, 16. I presume that might be 1916. I'm not sure, or could just be the patent number. I don't know. I haven't done the research yet. But it is in absolutely beautiful, pristine condition. Works. Sorry, turn action. There you go. You can see the lead coming up and down. And if you pull the cap off, it has a rubber. You can change these rubbers out easy enough. And when you pull the rubber out, in goes the lead. So it's fully stamped on the lid, fully stamped on the clasp. Got this beautiful mottled blue finish. And as I said, I haven't done the research yet, but I think this might be a pre-war example. I have a Wyvern number 84. Fountain pen, 14 karat gold nib, pretty good condition. I'm not sure if this mount here would be gold or gold plated. This is certainly brass with plating on, but it's the Wyvern 84. So this cap comes off, and it is the pump action pen. So you press the button here, which seems stiff. So you probably need a new bag or something inside. So it needs a service. But other than needing a service, it's in good condition. This is definitely a pre-war. And I had a Conway Stewart green marble effect. Now this one has got a bit of damage, unfortunately. I don't know if you can see it there, a little bit of swelling where it feels like it's been burnt. Only small, but it has got it. It's also got a 14 karat gold nib. Now these nibs, they range anywhere from sort of 0.3 of a gram up to a gram, gram and a half. And when you consider 14 karat gold is up £20 a gram, you can have £20 just in a nib, depending on the size of your nib. So I paid £50, $75 for the 3 pens. That one's worth that on his own. That one's probably worth similar, so there's probably 150, and this one's probably worth £20 to £30 with a bit of damage on it there. It's some good money. Pens are a very, very good market. They always seem to sell well. You know, solicitors and things like that, they like a good pen. Anyone want to hazard a guess? Okay, you're probably right. Losing pieces. We have a little child's carpentry set full of wonderful tools, and it owes me a whole £2 sterling, or about $3. So what we got here? We got rulers, spanners, pliers, saw, hammer, another hammer, screwdrivers, you name it. There's tons of it in here. For £2, you know, what can I say? It's a little curio that's going to go in the shop here. It's not going online. £2, $3. It's got to be worth £10 or £15, hasn't it? You know, if you said £1 each for the tools inside, you're going to make more than that. So there's that one. This one I haven't done no research on yet. You gotta be careful. So we have a full set of 6 cups, 6 saucers, fine porcelain. At least that's what it says. And they are for football. I have no doubt the blue is going to depict a team. I'm not going to even try to guess the team because I do not follow football at all. And let me show you just how much has been used. Still sealed. It probably dates 60s, 70s, 80s, something like that. It's certainly vintage. 6 cups, 6 saucers in its original box, and it cost me £5 sterling. It's got a barcode. I don't know when barcode started, but it's quite an interesting one, mind. Well, in fact, the price is still inside, £5. He wouldn't come down on it, but for £5, I thought, you know, that's less than £1 per cup and saucer. I just thought it was such an interesting, quirky little thing. It may end up on the website, depending on when I do research on there, or it'll end up in the shop. There's very little I actually list on eBay now. Most of the stuff on eBay is stuff that's been on there for quite a while. I am thinning it down and building the website up. The website is up to something like 55 pages of absolute stock. Beautiful stuff. If you haven't checked it recently, honestly, you'd be surprised at some of the pieces on there. It is absolutely beautiful. So I've got 4 brandy glasses. Not all the same pattern, unfortunately. You got 2 of that pattern and then 2 singles. However, I do sell these as singles for £5 a glass or $7.50 a glass. These are by Edinburgh Crystal. Every one of them is signed. They are all signed. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it or not. Just at the top of the glass, about 12 o'clock. But they are all signed, and listen to the sound. If you want a nice crystal brandy glass, you know, for a £5 by Edinburgh Crystal, you know, that's not a lot of money. What do they owe me? They owe me £2 for the 4, 50 pence a glass, $3 for the 4. I don't buy a lot of crystal now. I moved on to the other pieces, but when it comes in for 50 pences, I'm not going to leave it there. As with these, I bought a pair of sort of Edwardian, early 20th century etched tumblers, hand blown with ground and polished pontals again. They were 50p a glass. Nice little tumblers. And then there's these. Oh, I think they Webb. Early 1900s Webb. And I got a pair. But the quality of these, have a look at that cut in. 50p a glass. Look at all that work that's gone into them. They're small tumblers, but they are absolutely beautiful. I wish I had 6. They are small, but you know, they feel absolutely amazing in the hand. And they were 50p a glass. So $1.50 for the 2 tumblers. Same for the other pair. I couldn't leave them there. So I tell you what, I'm going to finish off on what I think is one of my best buys in quite a while. I'll go and grab it quickly and we'll finish off on that. Oops, just a little tap of the brandy balloons there. Okay, so I'm not 100% on what it is yet, other than beautiful. This is a 19-inch diameter. So, yeah, 19 inches. A standard plate is 8 inches. It's hand-painted. I have put it up on Talking Antiques to ask for a bit of advice. And one of the ladies on there, Mary, has given me a bit of help, as she always does. She's absolutely wonderful. And she believes it's Hispanic, so Spanish, and it's Hispanic Morsque, Hispano-Morsque. So it's Spanish faience or tin glazed. But look at the lion. It is beautifully drawn and painted. Lovely movement and character. All them scrolls around the lion are all hand painted. The border is all hand painted. It's in mint condition. There's no damage on it. Now, would you believe when I purchased it, it was yellow? I thought the glaze was yellow, not white, or not this cream color that you got. But it's just so happened there was probably 20 or 30 years of nicotine on the back. I have washed it. There's a good look at the foot rim if you want to see the color of the paste. Now, if anybody wants to give me any advice on it, I'm more than welcome to listen to advice and help on this. You can have a guess at the price if you like. Bear with me a second. Just want to make sure I get the name right. Hispano-Morsque. And believe it or not, the dearest charger on eBay is like £3,500. They go all the way down into the hundreds, but it's got to be identified. I got to date it. It could be the revival piece from the 20s. It could even be newer. It could be older. I don't know yet. All I know is I knew enough to buy it. Now, what she thinks is this is the crest of the town of Lyon, the Lion of Lyon. Honestly, the quality is just spectacular. Now, the problem I got is I'm looking at this pottery, this faience, and the quality of the painting doesn't seem to match up with the quality I believe I have here in the center. However, some of the pieces are really good. So, and I just don't know. So I'm still going to research this. It's not going up for sale until I know exactly what it is. It's got the couple of holes in the top there drilled for the wire, but no chips, no cracks. And honestly, if I show you this against a normal plate, I got a normal plate here. Here we have a normal Bunnykins plate. So a standard sort of 7-inch plate, this one. Doesn't even cover the roundel in the center. Now, I know you're going to want to know what I paid for it. A whole £10. £10 sterling, $15. You think, how the heck can you find that for that type of money? But it's out there. Feel free to give your opinions on it. I'm very welcome for opinions. I never worry about opinions. All I ask is, if you disagree with something I say, please back it up so that I can at least go and research and see where I'm wrong. But yeah, more than welcome for opinions. Just don't disagree and don't tell me where I'm wrong, because it doesn't help. I can't begin to tell you how over the moon I am. It may not go. It may end up on my wall in the house. Yeah, that's one of the nicest things I've bought in quite a while. I've got a whole host of stock still to film, and I'm going to try, if I'm well enough, to film another video at some time this week for you. I am seriously grateful for everybody who's stuck around. Thank you for all the supporters who've gone to the website and purchased something, or just gone to the website, visited, or watched the videos, because it does help. I don't make a lot of money off the YouTube videos, the occasional advert and things like that, but it does all help to come in. So thank you. I do appreciate it. And other than that, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm glad I'm slightly on the mend, a long way from being anywhere near well again yet, but a lot better than what I have been. So if I'm well enough to film, I will make a film. At least you've had an update on what's going on. And I tell you what, these things, they belong to the devil. Absolutely hate them. I really, I don't do drugs. I scarcely drink. I don't smoke. So taking those and feeling drunk all the time is absolutely horrible. But honestly, I can't thank you all enough for your messages and all your good wishes and all the rest of it. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. As I've said, I've got another haul here of stock, so I am going to try and do another one at some point this week. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.